Welcome to Top 10, the home of rapid-fire rankings. From fascinating facts to the freshest trends, we unveil the best of the best, all in a bite-sized package. Immerse yourself in a world where less is more, and seconds count. Stay curious, stay engaged, and remember, life is always surprising when you're counting down with Top 10.
Insurance. That wonderful thing you pay for but hope to never actually use. But what if I told you that getting them to pay out when you need it can feel like wrestling a greased alligator while wearing a suit made of rejection letters? Buckle up, because things are about to get interesting. So you filed a claim. You're expecting a swift resolution, right? Well, welcome to the wonderful world of insurance claim delays. Delay tactics can be frustratingly subtle. Maybe they're misplacing documents, requesting the same information multiple times, or conveniently forgetting to return your calls. The longer they can drag out the process, the more likely you are to settle for a lower payout just to be done with the whole ordeal. But here's the thing. They're counting on you not knowing the rules of the road. And that, my friends, is where we draw the line. Let's talk about the dreaded D word, denial. It's a word that can send shivers down your spine, especially when it's stamped across your insurance claim. Some insurance companies have adopted the rather cynical strategy of denying claims by default, hoping that the policyholder won't have the time, energy, or resources to fight back. They're betting on you being too overwhelmed, too busy, or frankly, too disheartened to challenge their decision. But what they don't realize is that those denials can often be overturned with a little persistence and the right kind of knowledge. Remember, you pay for this service, and you have every right to fight for what you deserve. Have you ever tried reading your insurance policy? It's like trying to decipher hieroglyphics after a long night out. A dizzying mix of technical terms, legal jargon, and sentences so convoluted they could give you an aneurysm. Insurance companies deliberately make their policies as complex and confusing as possible. Why? It's a great way to sneak in all sorts of loopholes and exclusions that you'd probably object to if you could actually understand them. But here's the thing. You don't need a law degree to navigate the labyrinthine world of insurance policies. Remember, knowledge is power, and when it comes to dealing with insurance companies, you can never have too much power. So you filed a claim, jumped through all their hoops, and finally, after weeks, maybe even months of waiting, you receive an offer. You rip open the envelope, eager to see how much you'll be getting, only to find a number so low it makes you question if they accidentally left out a digit. This, my friends, is the fine art of the lowball offer. But here's the thing. You have more leverage than you think. When you receive that lowball offer, don't despair. Remember, you're not asking for a favor here. You're demanding what you're rightfully owed. Ever feel like you're being upsold at every turn? Well, the insurance industry has taken this art of the upsell to a whole new level with the magic of bundling. They'll dangle a tempting discount in front of you, making it seem like you're getting a great deal. But in reality, you're often paying for coverage that's about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. Before you agree to any bundled package, take the time to understand exactly what you're getting, what you actually need, and whether or not the supposed discount is worth the extra coverage. Remember, when it comes to insurance, simpler is often better. And sometimes, saying no to the upsell is the smartest financial decision you can make. The credit score. That magical 3-digit number that follows you around like a shadow, determining everything from your ability to get a loan to, you guessed it, your insurance rates. It's like a silent judge, always there, always watching. In many parts of the world, insurance companies use your credit score as a factor in determining your premiums. This practice is more common than you might think, and it can have a significant impact on what you pay. The logic, as far as I can tell, is that people with good credit are less likely to file claims. They are seen as more responsible and less risky, which supposedly translates to fewer accidents or incidents. So what can you do? Be aware of this practice and how it might be affecting your rates. Knowledge is power, and understanding how your credit score influences your insurance can help you make better financial decisions. Shop around, compare quotes from different insurers, and don't be afraid to challenge any discrepancies you find. Sometimes, a little bit of effort can save you a lot of money in the long run. And on a broader level, let's all agree that using credit scores to determine insurance premiums is a practice that needs to go the way of the dinosaurs. It's outdated and doesn't always reflect a person's true risk or responsibility. Here's a fun fact. You have rights as an insurance policyholder. Shocking, I know. But here's the catch. Insurance companies aren't exactly known for shouting those rights from the rooftops. They might forget to mention things like your right to appeal a denied claim, your right to access your claim's history, or even your right to file a complaint with your state's insurance commissioner. So, do your homework. Familiarize yourself with your policy, understand your rights, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Remember, you're not just a customer, you're a paying customer, and you deserve to be treated with respect and transparency. In the world of insurance claims, time is of the essence, but not necessarily in the way you might think. Insurance companies are masters of the unreasonable deadline, imposing tight timeframes for filing claims, submitting documentation, and responding to requests, often with little regard for the realities of everyday life. They'll bury these deadlines in the fine print of your policy or casually mention them in a voicemail, hoping you'll miss the memo and inadvertently forfeit your rights. If you're facing an unreasonable deadline, push back. Explain your situation, request an extension, and if necessary, remind them that you're not a robot programmed to respond to their every whim. Remember, you have rights, and you deserve to be treated with fairness and understanding. The allure of a good insurance policy. It's like a safety net, promising to catch you when life throws you off balance. It promises to protect you from life's unexpected events, to provide financial security in times of need. The comfort it offers can be incredibly reassuring. But what happens when those promises turn out to be as substantial as a house of cards in a hurricane? The illusion shatters, leaving you vulnerable. We're talking about the deceptive art of misrepresenting benefits. This is where the real danger lies. Insurance companies are masters of this particular trick, using carefully crafted language, misleading marketing materials, and outright omissions to paint a rosier picture of their coverage than reality allows. They know exactly how to play on your fears and hopes. So how do you protect yourself from these misleading tactics? It's not as daunting as it seems. It's simple. Read the fine print. But don't just skim through it. And by read, I mean scrutinize, analyze, and dissect every single word. Take your time to understand what's really being offered. Remember, when it comes to insurance, the devil is in the details. Those tiny clauses can make a huge difference, and it's your job to exorcise those deceptive demons. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and don't let the allure of false promises lead you astray. You filed a claim, navigated the bureaucratic maze, and finally received your payout. It feels like a victory, a hard-earned reward for your persistence and patience. You might think the ordeal is over, but think again. The journey is far from complete. Because now you've entered the danger zone, a realm where insurance companies become as ruthless as a honey badger in a balloon factory. They are on high alert, ready to pounce at the slightest hint of a technicality. We're talking about the post-claim purge, a time when insurance companies become hyper-vigilant, scrutinizing every detail of your policy, looking for any excuse, no matter how flimsy, to drop you like a hot potato. They will comb through your documents with a fine-tooth comb, searching for any reason to cancel your policy. So, What can you do to protect yourself from this post-claim purge? It's crucial to be proactive and vigilant. First and foremost, document everything. This means keeping a meticulous record of every interaction you have with your insurance company. Keep detailed records of all communication with your insurance company, including phone calls, emails, and letters. Organize these documents in a way that makes them easily accessible. If you notice any discrepancies in your policy or suspect you're being targeted for cancellation, address the issue immediately. Don't wait for the situation to escalate. Remember, you have rights, and you deserve to be treated fairly, even after you've filed a claim. Stand your ground and ensure that your rights are respected throughout the entire process. So, there you have it, folks. 10 secrets the insurance industry would rather you didn't know. But before you don your tinfoil hat and embrace a life off the grid, remember this: knowledge is power. By understanding the tactics insurance companies use, you can protect yourself from their more predatory practices. Read your policies, ask questions, and don't be afraid to fight for what you deserve.
Thanks for watching Top 10 Countdowns. Desire more? Glide your cursor to the subscribe button, give it a click. Don't forget that notification bell. It's your golden ticket to our world of riveting Top 10 Countdowns. See you soon in the next video.